What's your expectations for Q1 delivery?
I could see it being a low point and things getting better from there, but that might already be priced in. It's hard to know.
Do you think if Tesla underwhelms and delivers, let's say, really low, like 150,000 vehicles, and the stock drops to, I don't know, 500 or less, would you do anything options wise?
I could see a scenario where the stock temporarily goes pretty low, and that would be the ultimate buying opportunity.
Do you think people are over leveraged,
Yeah.
these funds on Wall Street? What are your thoughts?
I'm not a fan of equity swaps. They're not exchange traded, so you have counterparty risk, number one. And number two, they've flown under the radar with the SEC. It just seems like a way to get extra leverage that the regulators don't allow anyone else to get if you're not a big enough hedge fund.
And Tesla's, it's dropped significantly from 900 down to like 600, even lower. Does it mental you at all? Or are you just kind of keeping your eyes focused on potential growth in the
Yeah.
future?
I keep my eyes on the future, like long term, this is, going to be the biggest company in the world. I keep my 2030 as my kind of conservative estimate, but that could happen in 2 or 3 years. It's stressful, but I know this is what I signed up for, and in the end, everything will be fine, and Tesla will be the biggest company in the world. I'm very confident still.
What are your recent thoughts on full self-driving and its timeline, its rollout, competition? Are competitors going to catch up?
The federal regulators, they're going to be pressured from all different angles, especially when there's the first tragic accident, especially if it's videotaped and the video gets to the press. They're going to ignore statistics. So many people are so emotional. You see that from politics. And so that's my worry. And that could set us back years. It could be a few years before competitors catch up.
Let's say you only have $20,000. Would you try real estate stocks or startup?
It depends a lot if this 20,000 is like your life savings, or if it's like a play money account that you saved up $20,000 on the side to kind of learn how to you try to maximize it. So if it's like your savings, obviously you have to treat it very differently. But if it's like kind of play money that you can afford to lose, then that 20,000, I feel like you can be more flexible in using that for different things potentially. The space ETF is exciting. There's a couple other of these space ETFs out there, I guess, but ARK Investment, they're a name brand ETF issuer. They have a lot of clout with their stock calls. I looked at the listings of the holdings right now. There's nothing like SpaceX in there, but there's probably going to be more space-related SPACs as well that they'll be interested in. So over time, there'll be more like pure space plays, I think, like in their ETF. But right now, it's still early days, I guess.